How do you beat the cover 3 bluff in the slant 2? So the cover 3 bluff right now, I would say, is the most popular defense I've been running into online. If you've played on there, you're facing the 4-4 cover 2 invert, which we showed you how to go against last week. But then when people get into passing situations, this is the play that people start to call against them. So it's 3rd and 10, they go to this cover 3 bluff, and then people have trouble. How would you attack this? How would you pick it up? What's the key to blitzing? I know we've been talking about blitzing all night here.
Yeah, so cover 3 bluff, you're going to find it in the big dime 2-3-6, not in the 2-4-5. It's a lot of things. I think a lot of people have asked questions like, hey, I've seen a lot of people say, hey, I don't see the cover 3 bluff in the 2-4-5. I don't get it. Where is it? Well, it's not in that. It's in a formation that looks similar called the big dime 2-3-6, which actually drops, great personnel package in here. It drops a safety into the box. So the first thing to know about the cover 3 bluff and the cover 2, the slant 2 strong, is it has a huge tell. And then when you see that tell, then you need to know that, oh, they're trying to send pressure off the right edge. So the tell is this. Go back out, let's pick our play, and I want people to see it, the tell. What ends up happening is you have your linebackers that are in the middle of the field, like in the box, like in the middle of the field. They will then drop down towards the sidelines, like towards the C gap. You have to pay attention.
All right, let's focus on this, guys, because you will see this play online.
Cover 3 bluff.
I promise you.
The higher you get, the more you'll see it. So here it is. Pick it, watch the linebackers. Are you ready? You ready? Chat, are you ready? YouTube, are you ready? You see it?
They slide.
They slide. That is the tell. Once you see that, you need to immediately go, oh my goodness, they're trying to send pressure off the right edge. And then you do the following. Slide protect your line to the right.
LB, right stick to the right.
Then what I want you to do, Falls, just for good measure, I want you to block your tight end because you gotta do something to try and pick the pressure up.
Yeah.
Okay? Then from there, just make your read. It's just normal cover 3. It's got the curl
read?
flats. What do you mean a read?
A read.
Make a read.
What do you mean?
Make a read. I want you to
check out a book from the library.
Yeah, I would like you to check a book from the library. No, make a read is you read the defense, decipher.
You can't just be like, I'm going to throw it to X no matter what happens.
No. You have to decipher the defense and say, well, where are they weak?
Sounds
now,
difficult.
the cover 3 in this instance, you need to know the back. So you pick the pressure up. The back side of this defense. So this is how you need to know to attack it. Is this. One of the most important things about having success in Madden 17, I'll say it right now, I'm coming to the realization of this over the last couple of weeks, is the following. The thing that's going to lead to the most success for you is to know the main defenses that people call, and then don't snap the ball, what are the stock coverages behind it? So in this instance, when I say stock coverages, what do the buzzes say?
Curl flat.
Okay, well, what does that tell you that that zone defender is going to do, Farles?
Curl and then flat.
So then that means
it's going to stop corner routes. You got to drop to the edge.
How do you want to attack a curl flat zone?
You want to throw it to the flat.
Okay, so that's priority number 1. Once you understand,
he's going to stay back.
He's going to stay back. So now, once you now decipher this and you now have the knowledge of this, how long, for how many years have we said what separates the best players in the world is that they have the playbook knowledge to know, oh, I see gun trips, I need to watch out for deep fork. I need to watch out for PA fork wheel, right? You need to watch out for those things, right? This is the first time I would say in a long time where you need to know something other than like a blitz or something. You need to now know the stock zones that play has, because then that's going to tell you how you attack it. Now, if this play, for instance, had this type of coverage, Farles, and it would look like this, what would that tell you? How would you want to attack it?
I'd want to throw to X or Y in the seam.
Yep. Because the zones are now playing hard flats. They're going to try and take away everything underneath.
Because if I threw to RB, I'd be in trouble.
But now, see how X opens up and you deliver the throw.
Yeah.
Right? So that's going to be the key to the way you play defense this year. But don't panic about the cover 3 bluff. It's a really good defense, and so is the cover 2 version.
My thing with the cover 3 bluff is the number 1 tip I would give you guys, because I started to see people call this play, and I was like, wow, if a lot of people are calling this, it must be good. So what would happen is I'm like, the pressure always comes from the right. And so I started to slide. So here's what happens if you don't slide protect. It will come in, right? So
it comes in quick, too.
Yeah, so
you block the tight end.
I will get that one out of there. But so So we'll show you how it comes in. Here we go. Ready? So if you don't do anything, you'll call this. You'll be like, oh, game's bad.
It comes in.
Guy on the right side will come in.
Comes in.
Now, so I started slide protecting to the right and picking it up. Now the problem with this is my quarterback is right-handed, and so now I'm rolling away from it, and I'm like playmakering, and I'm like doing this, and I'm standing here, and I don't want to be always rolling to that side of my body. They want you to roll to that side. They're trying to get you to do that. So try and hang more tough in the pocket and in slide, because you don't want to always be rolling out away from your body, away from the pressure. Like, if once you know you pick up the pressure, just relax. But what people do is they mess with this guy on the left side of the screen where you just drop that guy. I was slide protecting right. I'm like, wow, I'm playing some good people. They're tops on the leaderboards. They must be sending this left. Like, they must be setting me up on second down, and then on third down, I slide right, and then I roll left, and I just get smashed. Yeah. Nobody's done that yet. I can't believe it's not happening, but that's been my fear with it, is like, why aren't people doing this?
Because it's hard to get the setup in time.
Yeah.
Especially
with the guys that wait to delay and move out. You know what I mean?
let me show, like, so there'll be two camps when you run to this defense, right? So it's really easy to set up pressure off the left edge from any play from the 2-4-5 and stuff, right? But what ends up happening is it makes it harder to get pressure off the right, because you have to move players from the depth and get them wide to get pressure off the edge. What's great about this is that you're getting all these defenders near the line of scrimmage, so like it makes it easier to blitz. But like in this instance, to get pressure off this edge, I would have to do something like this. I'd have to do this. I would do quick audibles. But like now I'm in an instance where I'm going to try and send pressure off both edges. Like, I didn't get it there, but that's going to happen. It's going to evolve into that. If you don't think it is, you're crazy. So be ready for it. Right now, people are just sending off that edge, but it's going to evolve into that. I think that a better formula could be going from nickel 2-4-5, and we take a look at Bluff Slant real quick.
Let's see it. Grab a quick offensive play here. So you're looking at
corner
the
strike
Bluff
is fine.
Slant.
Yeah. So like I almost look at like this as potentially being quicker and easier. So you go to Roby here, right? You blitz him, and then you have to swing Davis out, and then that's it. Now you're done, and you're gonna go ahead and get pressure off both edges. Like, I think that is a better way to do it long term than, because then you're like, I see. Like, I don't like the way that the other play is set up, because like you're really committed. Like the cover 3 bluff and the slant or slant's a little bit better because you can get pressure off because it has a blitzer off the other edge. But the cover 3 bluff is so like one-sided. Like, for example, like if I were to call Bluff Slant here, like I could blitz the linebacker here, blitz him here, but then I have to go one more adjustment because I don't want that guy blitzing, and then and then I got to bring Ward over here, so it's not balanced. So it's hard to set it up and still remain balanced. Like. And then to get pressure off both edges, right? Whereas if you were to just come out and say, I want to go a regular cover 3, right? Or cover 2 in this instance. Okay, I just need to blitz Roby, Davis, blitzed, and then I'm done. Like, you have time to do that. And then you can get pressure off. But like, I think that's what is a better idea. Now in practice, like, I'm not necessarily doing it. But I think it's a philosophy like we could use, right? So what that would be is, again, this, like, you'd set this up. Like, now you don't necessarily know, like, where am I going? Where am I sending pressure? Like, am I left or am I right? And now it's left.
Icon with another tip flying in.
Yeah.
2-3-6 run D.
Okay. What is it?
See it. Cover 4, show blitz, safety's down, and user the MLB. Let's see.
2-3-6.
About it. He's already given us one hot
cover 4
hot
press,
tip.
Or is there just?
Yeah, I think it's cover 4 press maybe. We'll give it a little quick base.
Okay.
Show blitz, SS and FS down, and user the MLB. It makes sense, right?
So move them down, like just like that.
I guess, yeah.
Like that.
Let's see. Are they in the run fits? So
he's
that
not
guy's
in run fits. So once you take him out of the box, he's not in run fits.
Gotcha. So you want to keep him in the box then?
Well, that's good. You know why that's good? Yeah.
He doesn't do it.
Well, that's kind of good because he's in a deep zone. You want him to bail. really, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, clogs it up a little bit, so you could run that as a scheme, guys. But yeah, if I'm just saying, if you run into those plays, obviously slant 2 is a little bit better because it sends a little bit more, but it's more vulnerable to getting beat deeper if you can pick it up. Whereas cover 3, you want to just kind of get the ball out, get to the flat. Like if people are running that, you can pick that pressure up, and then a playmaker right up the middle can really take things away.
Well, you know what I like about this? What I like about this is the gaps are really defined. Like,
right.
What I love, I find I have the most run success when I'm like, okay, I just got to go here, and what I'll do is I like left or right, my job is there, and I just go right here.
Right.
And then if you run it, I just eat the guy. Like, that's my job. I got one job. And if you overexert yourself in this game, like on run defense, you get in trouble.
Yes. All right, guys. Hopefully that helps you out. Remember that if you run into that, don't panic. Look back at your training, and you can stop the cover 3 bluff.